Chris. And
how's everybody doing today? Thanks for checking out my broadcast today. Today is going to be day 110 of my 3-year challenge to get my health and wellness under control. It is also day 2 of my second extended fast of the challenge here. If anybody has any non-scale victories they'd like to share, I'd love to hear them. If anybody has any questions, anything come up, feel free to write it in the chat. We can go over it. I'm going to go ahead and get a weight in here pretty quick before all of this stuff times out on my phone. And then, yep, I'm going to do that real quick. No idea what it's going to be. 381.6. 79.2. Oh my goodness. Okay. 379.2. So that's crazy. Let me get all my stuff together here. All right, 379.2. So that means I lost another 2.4 pounds since yesterday. I did not know. Let me put it up here. 379.2. So Carrie's asking how much I'm down. I am down 2.4 pounds since yesterday. Bolt's just checking in. You didn't miss anything, Bolt, just the intro or whatever. Just weighed in 379.2. That's awesome. I didn't know what I was going to weigh because it's a little bit different this time than, hey, what's going on, Joe? So the last time when I was doing the fast and I was doing the daily videos and the daily weigh-ins, I had a gray shirt that I was wearing when I weighed in and like black pants. And what the thing is that I had lots of gray shirts. Like I would go to DXL and I would buy like a 4-pack of their gray shirts when I would go buy stuff. So I had lots of gray shirts, and then the pants, I bought a couple pairs of those just so I had pants because they were big and they were comfortable. And so I don't have a lot of clothes that look good on me now. So what I am running into is that I actually brought these clothes to work with me. So I wore something else during the day and then changed into this for the stream. And that's probably what I'm going to do through the fast here, just to kind of keep a consistent, outfit with the weight as best I can. I mean, it's, if I, this isn't really much different than a regular t-shirt, but it's kind of cold right now for me to be just wearing a t-shirt to work. I usually wear long sleeves and things like that. So that is why I am in the same clothes as yesterday. I did not wear them since yesterday. So, Carrie, is it time to shop? It's not time to shop yet because this stuff is getting big on me. And hopefully, I'll be wearing smaller stuff than this coming up soon. So, and really, I'm not too picky about the weight. I know while I'm fasting, I'm going to lose weight. I was surprised that it's over 2 pounds here again on the second day, mainly because I haven't really had any. I haven't processed any food. I haven't really gone, to the bathroom other than urinating, and so it's just kind of the energy that it's the weight that I'm losing, just breathing and going on day to day. But the second day of the fast has definitely been hitting harder than the first day of the fast, I suppose, as far as having any type of hunger. I am fortunate that I don't have really any food around me to eat. So it's not something that I don't have that temptation sitting in the cupboard next to me. Or I don't have the you know the the option to go eat something while I'm at work because I was able to remove all the food from here. So I don't have to worry too much about temptation. Although I have, like I said, had some of the hunger that you would expect to have after 2 days of not eating. I know that we had a lot of action in the Discord, which if you haven't joined our Discord, you can join it. I put it in the chat. It was the first kind of thing I wrote. I'll probably copy and paste it at the end as well. That link should be good for 7 days. If you're watching this later than that and want to get on the Discord, you can just send me a message and we can get you a link to the Discord. Let's see, it's a Thursday, so I don't usually have a whole lot prepared to talk about today. If you guys have any topics or you want to talk about how the fasting is going for you or how your diet is going or looking for any advice, that would be great. I've continued to listen to the Wim Hof book. Again, a lot of what they talk about with like stress and overcoming stressful situations and creating better mindset. I really like a lot of that. There was a point in the book I bookmarked that I believe it was all about mindset. I didn't get a chance to look into that. I'll try to uh, get that quote or whatever he said at that time that I thought was really good. I did also look into, Bolt had put a link in the Discord talking about another type of breathing technique or talked about breathing and broke it down in a different way, at least than what the Wim Hof method is. And it was interesting uh, to listen to that because one of the things that I did not end up talking about yesterday that I had on my list to talk about is that I went back and I haven't really done it at all before. So I figured like while I was fasting now that maybe I would go back and uh, I'm finding that I changed my camera, so I have to sit a different way to look like I'm looking at the same way. Okay. So uh, I went back and watched my first video that I put on the channel just to kind of see what I talked about, what I was, if any struggles I was having that I like that went over, and just to see how the video was in general. And one of the things that has always bugged me and definitely bugged me when I first started this was that I didn't have this microphone set up well, and you could hear every time I breathed in and out. And to me, I can hear it, and I know that it's a labored breathing. And I had done some video stuff with my kids. I filmed a bunch of video while we were at a pumpkin patch back in October, and I could hear myself breathing in the background of the video. And listening to the breathing technique video and how they break down how you're supposed to breathe versus how somebody who breathes when they have like asthma and heart disease and other blood issues, like people that have a hard time breathing. And they were talking about the difference between how they breathe and how somebody who is like athletic or who, you know, works on their breathing technique breathes, and how uh and listening to how they broke down like the breath of somebody who is sick, it sounded exactly like what my breathing has been up till, you know, I hope it's getting better now. As far as if I were to be holding a camera filming, you don't hear me breathing as heavily. um and so Bolt is checking in here with, he says he got an Apple Watch after he started that method. Your blood oxygen levels are crushing it. You've seen people get 92%. You've ranged 98 to 100. Shallow nose breathing into the gut for the win. Yeah, I didn't get into the method specifically, like how the link you sent was to like a doctor who prescribes that, the Buteyko method. Uh, and so I didn't get, I saw what they talked about with like the sequence of breathing, but I didn't see it in practice, I guess. But um, I did like that they talked about, yet if you manage your breath and the rest time and not breathing, and it was because I had never thought about it, I guess, to go more into it, that we don't, when I listened to myself in the first video, and when I had, you know, listened to my, and it's a heavy in, heavy out, like a like, well, you know, I don't know if it's picking it up on the mic, but um I didn't realize that that's not how like people breathe, just not loudly. You know, I thought they just breathed in and then out and then in and out, like, and the breathing method that they talk about, it's more that you breathe in and then you relax your breath out, and then there's a period of a few seconds where there's no oxygen in your lungs before you breathe in again. So you have a few seconds between your exhale and your inhale, and that probably saves your body energy because you're only breathing so many times per hour or per minute versus breathing every 2 seconds. Uh, and then the saturation of the oxygen into your system, it sounds like, is better, or it works better. I'm not sure. Um, uh, like I said, I'm listening to the book, the Wim Hof book. I'm going to finish that and uh, take, you know, from everything I learned. And so, uh, but I appreciate you putting the link up there. And like I said, I checked it out. The other stuff that I took from hold on one second, I'm going to do something here. The other stuff that I took from watching my first video uh, is I don't think I burp as much, or that's why I wrote that note down. And then yesterday afternoon, I was burping a little bit more than I remembered burping. So it might have been a fasting thing more than, I mean, I used to just kind of burp or have gut kind of bubbling up all the time uh, before I started losing the weight previously. So I just assumed it was that. But I noticed I burped a few times in that video, or I had to like catch my breath. And I'm not doing that as much as I used to. A lot of like when I first started this, I was gonna give myself a bunch of challenges and do these different things. And what I found actually is that I've, instead of challenging myself so much to lose weight, I've really spent a lot more time educating myself about my weight loss and what works best for me. And so that was something that it's kind of been a big change from what I thought I was going to do at the beginning of this to kind of where I'm at now. I may go into that and do challenges or and things like that, but I'm really focused on the diet aspect of it right now. I feel like for my body, the diet that I'm following is working out really well. Um, and then let me see what else I had. Anthony saying, congrats on getting to 381. Yeah, I blew through 380. I'm down below 380. I'm really excited I lost 2 pounds. And we'll see if that trend continues through the fast, you know, how well I do. Um, Let me see what else I wrote down. Um, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The only other thing I guess I was talking about that I was active with the kids, and I'm really already a lot more active with them than I was even at that time. Uh, and so, yeah, it's interesting going back, and I'm gonna kind of try to go back as I do this fast and watch some of those early videos or see, like I said, what I talked about then, and to see if I'm having any of the same things or what's going on with me, if it's the same as before. I missed Carrie had checked in, and yesterday she was having actually a decent headache from the fasting throughout the day yesterday, and we kind of tried to get to bed kind of early just because it was better than staying up with a headache, I imagine. She had taken some supplements. I'm not sure what she took exactly, but she said that the headache is gone today, which is great. And she weighed in and she's down 2 pounds on the day, which is awesome. I mean, it's something that we'll see how we do through our fasts here, and then what we can do as far as maintaining that weight loss after we start to refeed. I did, after my 40-day fast, I didn't weigh in right away afterwards, but I did refeed slow, and probably not slow enough. I'm probably going to try to do it even slower off of, depending on how long I go on this fast. It depends on how much I refeed, but per day refeed, I'm probably going to give myself more time refeeding than I did last time. But 10 days later, everybody always asked if I gained a bunch of weight back after I fasted, and I didn't. I don't think I got on the scale till 10 days later, and I was down from my last weight from when I fasted. So it doesn't have to, if you do gain that weight back, it doesn't have to stay there permanently. And I don't know that I did. Um, and both saying, "Oh my God, I just saw your today mood clip on Discord." Big smile, my friend. Yes. Yeah, that was just me being goofy. That would be, it's not my top I'm wearing. It's actually one of Carrie's jackets that I just thought it was funny that it matched my pants. So I did a quick little video that you can check out on our Discord. That's just additional content to this wonderful broadcast. The Discord, I'll put another link in the chat at some point. I probably should have put it in the description, but it's tough with the Discord links. They expire unless you make them permanent, and I don't know if I want to make permanent links or how that even works. So also, if you're not already following me on Instagram, everything is different now. So on Instagram, you have to go check out @fasting. I post pictures of that. I was posting some food pictures, I suppose, like of the food we were eating. I'll probably do some scale pictures, maybe like if I'm at work on Saturday and I don't have a live stream, then I'll weigh in and post a photo on the Instagram. Uh, and the let's see, the other was Carrie saying here she's calling me out. That was actually a few weeks ago, so that coat probably fits better now than it did because I was probably 15 pounds heavier. Uh, but yeah, the video was actually from a week or two ago. But Carrie's telling me on Instagram I should take pictures of water jugs. I almost, if my fridge here was cleaner, I would have taken a photo of it and posted the picture of an empty fridge. Because all I have in there is my jug of water. And I threw. Oh, well, I'm sorry. There is a squirt bottle of lemon juice and a squirt bottle of lime juice in the fridge as well. But I'm not going running for those right now. I just didn't want to throw those away because they were not going to go bad in the time that I'm fasting. So I didn't feel like throwing them away. Let me see on my notes if I had anything else. I forgot to talk about that video. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been checking in on the Discord, like I've mentioned, with the fasting. I hope everybody's doing well with their fasts. Again, I encourage you to post if you're having issues or have any questions, so that we can, try to help out with that. I also added some new pages to the Discord as well. I added some pages that are just kind of for diet specific. So I added like a fasting support page I had already had, I think, but then I added a whole food plant based. I also added calorie in, calorie out because I know some people are just following that kind of diet plan. And then also I added the AIP just because I know Bolt is doing that. And I think that it's actually a pretty good diet from what I've read on it as well. And it definitely helps with people that are going to have allergies and that want to, make sure they check out, find out what foods do good for your body. And so I added those channels to the page. That way there's not as much in the general chat that's about diet maybe, or gives us other places to go to look for resources in that regard. Let me see if I have anything else here. That's a lot of what I had for today. Like I said, it's Thursday. Nothing hugely special about the day. Except for day 2, lost 2.4 pounds. I should do the math at some point here and figure out. I had the million calorie challenge that has kind of fallen off of my whole thing. But I should see how many calories I've lost here. So I'm 379.2. It's a total of 140.6 pounds, which in 110 days is awesome. That's the fastest I've ever lost weight. I was the heaviest I ever was too, so that only makes sense. But on my million calorie challenge, that puts me at 492,100. So if I lose 2 pounds, that puts me 900. So I got to lose about the same amount of weight as I lost yesterday to today. If I lose that in the next couple of days, I'll be halfway. Does that make sense? 150 would be halfway to, I guess the million calorie challenge is actually 1,050,000 if I did the whole thing. So that's pretty awesome that I'm almost to 500,000, which also means that I don't even know why I didn't think of this until I'm 9 pounds away from being 150 pounds down. So that's like, I'm 9 pounds away from being halfway to my weight loss goal, that's insane. I'm sorry. I didn't look at these numbers very well beforehand. And so it just kind of So yeah, we're real close to 500,000. We're real close to halfway through the um the weight loss part of this challenge. I still got a lot of time to do, and that's been my biggest thing, and that's on top of my notes. That's my biggest thing, is that it's not about the weight, it's about the time, it's about the commitment. Is that I've lost weight, I can lose weight, I've done it. I'm confident that I'm going to succeed with these fasts. I'm confident that I'm going to succeed with the way of eating that we're eating. Um, but I got to get to my goal weight and I got to keep it off. And that's going to be um, the overriding thing for me. So while I am super excited and really happy to be at almost 500,000 calories lost and halfway to my goal, I also know that I'm still not out of the woods as far as my health. I'm still 380 pounds. It's still way more than anybody should be weighing that wants to have any type of future. So, anyways, that's going to be it for me today. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'm over 300. If I get to 1,000, I get to add a community tab. I get to add um, live videos from like mobile devices, so I could go live in different places than just kind of here. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Love, shares of the video, spread the message that we're just trying to get a group of people here that are excited about losing weight. And I want to see everybody succeed and get down to their goals. That's the big thing, is we want to succeed. Be confident in what you're doing. Don't doubt yourself. Just do it. I mean, the doubt leads to not doing it. And that's what I've been doing for, 30 years, 38. I mean, I've probably been on active dieting less than a few years overall in the whole grand scheme of things. Um, so yeah, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when I go live. Follow me on Instagram at Fasting. And then the Discord link I will put down here one more time. Anthony, again, thank you. Says thanks for your, yeah, thank you. So there is that Discord link again. If you're not in the Discord, I think it's worth checking out. And the more people we get in there, the more activity we have, I think the better it's gonna be for everybody. But with that, I am going to get out of here today. I will be back on tomorrow. I'm weighing in again tomorrow because I'm continuing to fast. I'm very excited about this fast, and it's going well so far. Like I said, I had a little bit of hunger, but nothing. It passed pretty quickly. Crow just checking in says, "Oh, I missed it." You should be able to watch it back here pretty quick, Crow. I hope things are going well with your fast. I am down about 2 pounds since yesterday, so I had a lot of great success. So definitely worth checking out, I think. So see everybody later. Carrie says bye. She'll see you on the Discord. She's loving the Discord too. So you guys all have a great evening. We will see you tomorrow. Awesome, girl.